Welcome to the Extraordinary Culture Podcast. Podcast for the culture that is music, movies, sports, food, and beer. The Extraordinary Culture. All right, Rick. I think we're ready to actually start.
We're recording right now, guys. So I'm good with it.
All right.
Finally.
Back. 3 of 4. 75% strength.
This is true.
That's about what I feel like I'm at.
So a little bit different today. Rick is remote because we thought he was dying. And then we thought he had bronchitis. Turns out he just has the swine flu.
Hey, Rick, what do you actually
like
have?
A piglet flu, but yeah.
Piglet flu.
Rick, what do you actually have?
I mean, it is Year of the Pig, right?
Yep.
Rick, what do you actually have?
It's just that bad head cold, but I ended up getting an infection from that, so they gave me antibiotics, and the cough is not happening at all. It continues like crazy. So I got a prescription strength cough. It's a capsule. It's not even like a liquid.
Can I have some of that when you're done?
He just wants the drugs. Yeah, Mom told me the other day when I went to the house that. Remember that day I saw you there, and then I had to go because Matthew was in a mood.
Yeah, dude, I broke a 102 fever sitting there.
I know. I heard that. I heard that the next day they're like, "Oh yeah, he was here, and he said he didn't feel good. He felt like he had a fever, so we took his temperature, and he had a 102-degree fever." And
yeah, it just hit out of nowhere. Yeah,
Mom was like, "Oh, he didn't go to work today because I thought the kids were supposed to be there."
Yeah,
and then she was like, "No, they didn't come over because he didn't go to work." So.
I missed 3 days out of 5 last week.
Oh, did you?
That's a lot for you.
And I should have missed Monday. I was dying on Monday too.
Yeah, was that the day that I saw you? I don't remember what day that was.
No, you saw me Thursday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was towards the end of the week. So what's going on, guys?
Just trying to make $1 of 15 cents.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It doesn't work, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So Rick's been just out for the week. I'm off this coming week. I don't have any work this coming week as we record this. I'm going to be going up next weekend to Lake Arrowhead. I actually had to buy tire chains because with all the rain that's been going on up in Lake Arrowhead, there's been a lot of ice on the roads. So I had to figure out how to put the fuckers on because I've never actually had to put tire chains on. I had to buy them. I got them like $80. I didn't get the radial ones. I actually got some chain ones that they told me were a little bit easier to put on and were actually better than the radial ones. So we'll see about that. But that's next weekend. Yesterday, I took the train out to Union Station and went to Cal State LA, back to Union Station, over to Olvera Street where I had some tacos that burned the shit out of my mouth with that chile.
Why don't you go to Felipe's? It was like 2 blocks away.
Because we were there at Olvera Street. We wanted to be all Mexican and took a picture with a burro. What's that? Yeah, when in Rome, we just eat some tacos, and I got the authentic. That's for you guys, Mousepire. Authentic churro from a place called Mr. Churro with it had like chocolate filling in it, dude. It was so good.
See, it was good. I just get the ones from the Frontera. Those are the best ones.
Did you get a Pentagon Luchador mask too?
No, you know what? They all look like little kid ones. I don't know, fit around my big dome. I thought about it too. I was like, I'm gonna get a Mexican mask because I was like, I'm gonna buy it at the end of our time there. So I'm going to stroll up where we told the kids to meet wearing this lucha mask. And it was like, it just didn't happen. Because I was like, nah, I don't look like it's going to fit my head.
How much were they?
I don't even ask. I didn't even ask because I started looking at them like, those have to be little kid ones, man. There's no way it's going to fit my big old dome.
Because when I bought mine, and that was, how long? It was like Mexican 15 years ago?
All the Mexicans are little.
But they got a lot of hair full of those mullets.
Rick, how long did we buy ours? Like 15 years ago?
Super Bowl came and went.
Well, hold on. You didn't hear it? Now we're back to our troubles again. He asked how long ago did you guys buy your Mexican wrestling mask? About 15 years ago?
Oh, I got my first one in, about,
it was closer to 20.
Very, very first one? Dude, I was probably about 20, so almost 20 years ago.
And how much did we pay for those?
How much were they?
They were probably about $20 then.
No, they're probably about 40 now. I don't know. Like the ponchos were still only like $20, and I think the blankets were like 12.
Hey, X, I'll play your translator.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, we are having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So Xavier wanted to make it known because Rick can hear him once in a while that there are a few technical difficulties. Rick can't hear Xavier all the time, but no loss.
I don't have anything important to say anyway.
He makes good points.
Yeah, every once in a while. So Rick was, what did you say?
I was saying, speaking of the Raiders, man, the Super Bowl came and went. They weren't in it.
Again.
Probably would have been more exciting if they were, though.
Hey, yeah, I actually thought one of the teams showed up and was playing they had the Raiders roster because that's how bad the Super Bowl was.
Oh man, it was just that game was just boring, dude. I'm kind of over it. I don't even know if I have anything else to say.
I had somebody who was actually,
the first quarter, you're like, wow, this is good, man. Nobody's scoring.
Oh, you know what? Somebody else told me that too. I was talking to somebody else, and they were like, the first play was really good, and then all of a sudden, like, yes, it's gonna be a good game, and then it was like, no, this game fucking sucked.
Yeah, it just was. It was a good defensive game. Both teams on the defensive side did their job. Jared Goff looked like a fish out of water. At the end, it just showed. The great thing is that they're probably going to go back. Great for them. Personally, I don't care. But that's Ndamukong and Suh's done. This is his contract's done. So unless he wants to resign, it seems like it would make more sense for him to resign because they have the best chance. Not only that, they've got another year at the Coliseum before they go to the new stadium. If that team can stay together for the most part, Jared Goff, he's young.
Yeah, they have a fairly young team altogether.
So long
he showed up to play late in the game is what happened.
Yeah.
So,
but and no sacks. I don't think Tom Brady got sacked.
Tom Brady didn't get sacked at.
He hasn't been sacked.
No,
at all during the playoffs. He hasn't. He has, as far as I know, he's at least for the Super Bowl, he wasn't sacked.
I thought maybe once
during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that they got through the line because it wasn't many.
It may not have been Sue or Aaron because I don't think neither one of them got sacks.
Okay,
but I mean they got rushes like they rushed got him maybe pushed him down like touches, but no but
not
recorded
an actual
sack.
Okay,
yeah, I don't think they got a recorded sack.
I was talking to some guy who's like a defensive coach. He said he loved the game. I'm like, and I said, yeah, I could understand that. It's like watching in baseball when you watch 0-0 score and then like last inning you see a 1 run.
Yeah, well, the thing we're conditioned to now is that it was like you saw the division online. It was like, well, if you like defensive football, you saw a fantastic game because it was all defense. But we're so conditioned to the high spots of everything that like once we don't get that, we don't like the game, which. Yeah, I kind of buy into that.
It's like watching a no-hitter. It's a boring game unless you enjoy the pitching.
Right.
I did hear a guy won, was it $100,000 off of a $250 prop
off the numbers? Yeah, because that I was in a pool. It was like I only bought a spot. It was like $20 a spot, and it was a fundraiser for something. So the quarters paid out $50 a quarter, except for the game, which was $100. Mm-hmm. Well, because the first quarter was what 0-0. Mm-hmm. 0-0, the rest of the game ended up 3-3. So whoever, I mean, it was only $200, but had it been higher amount of money, damn, somebody would have cleaned up, dude. Because it was the same numbers for three of the 4 quarters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As Joey Diaz said on Twitter, if you went for the under, you're a fucking genius.
Yeah.
If you pick the under, you're a fucking genius. Something like that. Yeah.
This game too, I don't know much about it, but I heard that during the game there was a lot of, because you know how you can bet like during the game too. And make switching that this one was the highest game that had that. People like during the game
had to do something
making adjustments.
Yeah, making adjustments to
had
stuff.
To do something
it was the most like that generated a lot of money. The fact that people were making adjustments to the game mid game.
Well, I know the Super Bowl commercials make a lot of money, but I mean this year they were awful. I mean, I only one I remember is a kid with a Microsoft.
I didn't even see that one.
The one for the Washington Post, that one was rushed together last minute.
See, I remember that one.
There was supposed to be. I saw it. I was like, "Oh, an article for the Washington Post. Okay, whatever."
Now, go ahead.
So, from other podcasts and listening and all this other stuff, it seems like they. It was supposed to be for a Blue Origin commercial or something, but a lot of the photos and videos were stuff that Lauren Sanchez did. Because she's a videographer.
Oh, yeah.
Helicopter. I think it was an article that I had read online. She had a helicopter pilot's license, and she does photography. It's like her side hobby.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of that footage was hers, and just with everything going on, they're like, axe the whole thing. So
yeah. So Lauren Sanchez is dating Jeff Bezos right now.
Yeah. So they wound up just saying, put together something for the Washington Post and just put it out there. That's why they wound up doing that one. But he paid a dump load of money for it, and he lost a lot of money because he pulled that Blue Origin commercial. There's a bunch of money that went down the shitter.
T-Mobile dropped a ton of money.
Oh yeah, they did.
And I'm fully convinced that CBS didn't sell out of airtime because every other commercial was for CBS, something on their network. which you fully expect because it's their network. But
Well,
it
they were
seemed,
asking a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
But it's the last season of Big Bang Theory.
well,
I had to know that 17 times.
but see what I mean? That just like leads into what I was saying, Rick. That like, there's no way they sold out of ad time because why would you have so many commercials for your thing when you could be making money? It's almost like, hey guys, we didn't sell out. Throw together a commercial for Big Bang Theory. We could play it because it's our network.
I was just watching and realizing, like, oh, that show's on CBS. That show's on CBS because I usually don't watch.
I don't know,
CBS.
because Fox technically usually has a lot too. Sorry if I interrupted you, X.
Hey, he's back.
He's back.
back.
There we go. Yeah, Fox usually does have a lot too. I don't know. They just weren't good. We'll talk about the trailers later in the podcast, but nothing stood out other than, well, again, this is a CBS commercial, the NFL one they had with all the was it Deion Sanders and all?
Oh, the football 100?
Yeah, the football
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Uh,
with Terry Bradshaw and all them.
The Bud Light
Is that what I'm
one.
talking about?
The Bud Light with the corn syrup stood out too.
I missed that one. Anthony made a
Yeah, I saw
bad
that
joke
one.
about corn syrup, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, I did see that one. That was funny.
So-
That was okay. What about the Jeff Bridges one though?
Dude, that was rad. Oh my
I
god.
missed that
lost
one.
my shit when I saw that one. I was
Except
like,
that beer sucks.
yeah.
That's the only thing I have to complain about that one, Rick. That beer sucks.
It's Mexican beer number 3.
Stella Artois, or what's its name?
Artois.
Artois. That shit is so fucking
Stuff.
Yeah,
bad.
but he called it Artos.
Yeah. Okay,
But
yeah, Stella
if you're a
Artois.
Mexican dude, you drink Bud Light, you drink Corona, you drink Stella.
I don't. This
That's-
Mexican
that's,
doesn't drink
that's
Stella.
the order, dude.
I like their cider.
The cider's good. I do. I used to
I
drink
just
Stella.
remember, and Ryan will get a kick out of this one. The first time I ever had Stella was at his that daddy baby thing we did at your house. We lived over on David Way.
Uh-huh.
Remember we had that thing over, we came over and he had a Stella, and I was like, this is freaking piss, dude. It's so freaking bad. I just went to drink it Bud Light because I was like, I'm not drinking this. This tastes like shit.
That's funny. Yeah, it's all right.
But it's a Belgium.
It doesn't matter, dude. It still was not good, in my humble opinion. So what else is going on, man?
Hey, so Dan, you've been to Disneyland, seen the updates for the castle?
Yeah, I actually went the other day, and they have the screen up in front of the castle because they're redoing it.
Yeah.
They're repainting it to what it was prior to the 60th. So there's just a big screen in it, which it's on. It's kind of weird to believe, but usually they have a screen that actually has the castle on it. And
They do now.
They do now. I saw that.
Yeah.
But when I went, it was just a plain screen. So somebody put up a suspicious looking logo on there. I don't know how that happened, but
Now, what are they exactly
someone
doing
else
to the
there.
castle other than repainting it?
Somebody, Banksy gets another
yeah,
credit.
another crack
yeah,
at it.
Banksy gets credit. Hey, Rick, do you know what they're actually doing to the castle? I know
I
they are
do
repainting
not.
it prior to the thing, and I had heard that they took down the spires and were redoing some of that stuff. So it's getting a pretty good refurb. I don't know how long it's supposed to be down, though. I didn't do my research on that one.
Because this is
I
not.
haven't done any. Actually, I'm probably not going to be renewing.
Oh, really?
What? Finally.
Yeah, man. It's just, I mean, it's a little bit with the price, but not so much the price. It's just there's no time right now. The way Lisa's schedule works and my schedule work, and
Good
the
for
kids
you
are on a
guys.
different time frame than I am.
Dude, I've been trying to talk this dude into doing that for such a long time.
What, to not doing it?
Well, I want him to go. I told him, let's go on a cruise. And,
Oh, the money. Yeah.
just the money that you can
Yeah.
save by doing that. I mean,
Oh, I know.
On a cruise to Alaska?
I'm not overly worried about that.
Alaska,
I was willing to
Mexico.
pay it again, but
sure, but
it's not feasible time wise.
not a
Yeah.
good time right now.
No, that's fine.
Hell, you've been going so
not
long.
like you're getting a discount by renewing anyway.
Exactly.
So, that now's the time to do it, to be like, let me take a year off and let me see what
Yeah.
it looks like in a year, save some money up for something different. And that makes sense, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot. People always ask me, how much do you pay for your pass? And I tell them, and it's just like, and you can do that? Yeah, actually I can. I can do that and still do what I want. That's
Yeah.
just the way that things work out, the way that,
Yeah, but you also
Yeah.
have a luxury that a lot of people don't have. You have
And
Monday
it
through
was the
Friday
opposite to me.
schedule.
It was like,
Yeah.
this is my vacation. I don't take weeks off and go anywhere. This is our vacation. I can go any
Yeah.
day I want.
That's what he told
And
me.
that was the joy of it, is that we had the right schedule. We could go whatever we want. That's changed. So at this point, it's like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, and I still have that schedule because of what my wife does. We're off in those whole summer times, and I still have the luxury right now of being able to do that and take vacations. So, just
We were sitting.
Yeah.
in-
it makes sense. I understand.
we were sitting inside of Star Wars, one of the opening nights in Riverside, and I had asked him that question. This was it. That was his exact answer.
Oh yeah,
Pretty much word
he's
for
been
word.
saying
Yeah.
that for years.
Yeah.
That this is
Yeah.
our vacation, and then we do this.
And it
Yeah.
makes sense. When I talk to clients, believe it or not, I actually bring this up. I've brought it up a number of times to clients, but I also tell my clients, I'm like, dude, he actually has a point. For somebody that, they can go whenever they want, and they do. They take advantage of it.
Yeah.
But if you get to a point where you can't, because we have Riley and he's old and we have to watch him, that's the only reason why I don't have my pass again, or else I'd have my pass. But it'll happen. That time will come. That time will go, and once it'll happen, and and the same thing for Rick. Maybe that time will come back.
Break time?
Yeah, we'll take a break. And we'll come
Take a
back.
break.
Do some other things.
Never had to run till I had to run from you. The pinche coyote said that he would get us through. Let's smoke this clip one and you'll rip before it's time to go. So when La Migra hits, I feel no pain at all. One Sunday night I pedaled with my dad. He said, son, you better run from the Migra, shit's bad. I put on my tumblers and ran out the door. Got caught with the tall boy at the liquor store. Shooting, solo, I am running when I get boarded, I got a place to go. When I get boarded, I got a place to go. To the border I dash, but I ain't no leather. I love it in TJ, but I got me a Hannah. She lives in the land where opportunity's plenty, where everything's better way up in our morning. Shooting, solo, I am ready. When I get deported, I got a place to go. When I get deported, I got a place to go. Watch out, lay home. Shooting, solo, I am ready. When I get deported, I got a place to go. When I get deported, I got a place to go. When I get deported, I got a place to go. When I get deported, I got a place to go. Well, I got a place, well, I got a place, well, I got a place to go. When I get deported, I got a place to go. When I get deported, I got a place to go. When I get deported, I got a place to go. When I get deported, I got a place to go. When I get deported, I got a place to go.
We got a beater over here on Broadway at 30. Want to come pick him up? Someone call up there. Tell her I'm trying not going home. I'm coming.
All right. Well, although the Super Bowl did suck, some trailers dropped that we should talk about.
Yet there was still no Star Wars trailer.
Yet there was still. Are we going to get into that already?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay. What do you got? What do you got to say, Rick? What do you got to say?
Hey man, it's February. We don't have a Star Wars trailer.
Nor
We don't
name.
even have a name.
Nor name.
Nor name. So, do you think these things are going to happen at Celebration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's when it's going to drop.
Do you think it's going to be both again, or do you think there's going to be a name drop fairly soon?
I think we might see a name drop a little bit before Celebration, just to get everybody hyped, and then the trailer reveal at Celebration. It'll be in one of the panels.
See, I believe in the trailer drop there. I don't know about the name. I think the name should come a little bit sooner.
I think it will, but I think we're going to see like we saw for we were in San Diego when Revenge of the Sith dropped.
Yeah, and
remember, and merchandise came out like right after.
Like as soon
Yeah,
as you left, you
it
could
was
go buy the
during.
shirt.
Yeah. Like we knew what the name
Yeah.
was because all of a sudden it was like, hey, here's the name of the freaking movie, and we're like, oh my shit, God, there's like freaking you can buy T-shirts already.
Yeah.
They just announced it, so I think so. Everybody got pissed. People were just like, we didn't get it, we don't got this, and was like, well, if you actually look at the news, we were really never supposed to get one. No one had promised that we were actually going to get one. It was rumors and innuendo, as Bruce Pritchard likes to say.
And you know what? People are just
No,
gonna
I
get pissed
get
off
that.
anyway.
I get that, but it's just getting late in the game. People are excited more than anything. Though, according to Mark Hamill, the name was dropped years ago in Futurama.
That dude's such a troll. It's funny.
Yoda's bar mitzvah, everybody.
Oy
Be
vey.
ready for it. Yoda's bar mitzvah.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, did you see that the positive trolling that he was doing though the other day?
No, what are you talking about?
Mark Hamill. Well, apparently someone tweeted at him that their 5-year-old daughter wanted to get Darth Vader shoes for school,
Uh-huh.
and little boy at school immediately said Star Wars isn't for girls. So mom tweeted the story to him, and he's like, "Nope, Star Wars is for everyone."
Yep.
Tweeted a picture of it and hashtagged it out, and so I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, good for him. He's always like that. He's all inclusive with everybody.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, he's like, I want to meet him. He's such a cool, seems like such a cool human being.
There's a few people that he doesn't like, but I think most of the world don't like these people either. So.
Most of the world doesn't like the one person he always complains about.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what that does. So Avengers trailer dropped. Endgame. We have a new trailer. It's more of a teaser because it's only about 30 seconds long. Thoughts?
Dude, they packed a lot of shit in that trailer.
Exactly.
What do you mean they packed a lot? Like, what are you thinking? Because here's what I thought. When I saw it, and I was like, okay, they packed a lot in there, but not because it was only 30 seconds.
Well, it was cool to see Rocket.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You saw Nebula and Tony Stark building something. So
Yeah,
that was
which
pretty
could be like right after they're stranded on that thing.
Right. You saw Captain America clean shaven and back in his original uniform.
I think that probably got the most hype and press out of everybody.
Trying to think what else off the top of my head.
I remember, like I said, it was really short.
It was short. It was good. It just gave you enough to make you think. And you got to see, like, okay, this is who's around, and this is what they've done since then. I mean, Rocket looked just tore up and sad. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen him this sad since Groot died.
Oh, did a really good job of showing who really was left because there was no like, oh, that person could be back kind of thing. It was really still who was there. Oh,
Right.
They had Hawkeye. What'd you think about Hawkeye's appearance there?
In the black is Ronan.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I showed him without again, but it kind of showed his
Yeah.
face now and kind of showed that he seems to be back. So we'll kind of see what happens there. Any other thoughts on that trailer?
I'm definitely excited. It just makes me want to go see it more.
It just showed the bigness, the fullness that this is going to be a long movie, but it's going to be the end. It really is the end game.
Wasn't at the end there was a silhouette of them all walking together or something, or quite a few?
Yeah.
I thought I saw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So have you heard about the current runtime right now?
No, before weren't they talking about it pushing 3 hours?
Damn.
It's pushing 3 hours. They're saying test screenings. Nobody wants to leave to go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Wow.
So the studio is considering an intermission.
Oh, really?
Nothing's been set in stone yet,
Yeah.
but it's actually being considered.
Wow.
Well, I don't remember intermission in the last 25 years in a movie.
You got an intermission. I remember
Goodfellas?
intermission in
Godfather?
Godfather 3. I think had an intermission.
The last movie I remember hearing with an intermission was like Dances with Wolves.
Oh yeah.
Dances, I never saw that shit.
Yeah,
I
so-
never
I've
did
seen
either,
the movie.
but I remember hearing it had an
Dances with-
intermission.
I thought I had an intermission.
I don't know. Like I said, never
Wow.
saw it. I don't have an interest. Kevin Costner's hit or miss with me. I saw Waterworld. That you see why?
That was a bad one to go off.
Yeah,
of.
but that's what the
Well, I
world
saw
made us
Waterworld
start.
on TV or a DVD. I didn't see it on in the theater. I wouldn't be that stupid.
He saw Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
I did see Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I think maybe even in a theater, dude. Did we see that
I
in the
think so
theater?
too. I think we did.
Oh man, I think so because like wait, hold on. No, I could throw shade back because we might have seen that in the theater, but Rick had the tape. Rick had that Bryan Adams album.
No, I had the single.
Huh? You had the single?
I had the single, I believe. Either way, dude. Either way.
I love how we're so old, but we don't even give a shit. Xavier here had Paula Abdul on his wall.
But it had the animated cat on it too.
No, it did not.
No, he had the one with her just like not really doing the splits, but some kind of pose. I remember that.
Hey, she was also a Laker girl, too. Come on.
She was. Credit where credit is due.
There you go. Anyway, another trailer dropped was Captain Marvel. Now, of the 3 trailers that we're going to talk about for sure, because we can't talk about Star Wars because we kind of already did, even though there wasn't one, I thought Captain Marvel was the best of the 3.
Yeah, and it was one of those 30-second trailers, but a lot of shit in it. A lot of cool explosions and stuff.
So, Captain Marvel was 30 seconds. You saw that she's a badass because she fucked up another, was a Kree
Yeah.
on the fucking subway. Jules Winfield looks great.
Does he? He was going to say he looks delicious.
I don't know why I was going to say that.
He was going to say Jules Winfield looks delicious.
He looked delicious.
Who the fuck am I talking about? What the hell is his name?
Now he's all flustered.
What'd you take?
Nick
Did you have a
Fury.
shroom? No?
No comment.
I'm the one that did that.
I thought Dan was the one who was dancing.
I don't know where the hell that came from, but
but it did. It just was more action packed than the other two trailers that we're gonna talk about. I thought it was the best one, and this one, seeing her in her outfit and ready to actually fight just got me interested in actually seeing the movie. I already knew, like, okay, I'm with this to begin with, but seeing this trailer made me like, you know what? I think I'm actually gonna enjoy this movie because I want to see what she can do, because you really didn't get a sense of what she can do or the whole space thing. You kind of got that, like, we talked about this on the last podcast, Rick, the whole Green Lantern kind of origin thing. This wasn't so apparent in this trailer, so it seemed more like a space journey, which seems like that got me more interested in it.
Right.
Now there's still that.
And somebody was hinting at, I think it was Nerdist, Jessica Chobot was hinting at the girl she's talking to in the trailer becoming a Captain Marvel later on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in comic book continuity, she's Photon was the name of the character.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, Xavier said, right. Xavier said he thinks so.
Yeah, Photon, I believe, is the name of the character. Later, even she was referred to as Captain Marvel in some circles.
Cool. That's kind of a nice way to bring it back around.
Yeah, she was a kid when Captain Marvel was around. Could that progress into Endgame? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll find out, definitely, because remember, Captain Marvel is a prequel to, actually, when you think about it, all of the Marvel universe. Captain Marvel, I think, other than the first Captain America movie.
Yeah. I want to hear the soundtrack because it's the mid-'90s, so that's when we were growing up. That's a lot of, like, you guys were, like, maybe, 14, 15? Dan and I were, like, 18, 19. So it's like all stuff that we grew up with and, like, came of age with. So maybe, hopefully, you'll be stuff like that instead of, like, a bunch of pop.
Yeah.
And what I'm sorry, what was the movie you were talking about?
He's talking about Captain Marvel. Since it takes place in the 90s.
Oh, okay, no.
Looking for a really good soundtrack.
Wasn't sure if you switched off to a different movie.
Maybe we'll get some OPP in there.
So Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, for sure.
Everlast going to make some more money because somebody's going to throw and jump around again. Yeah.
As they should.
Right? Might get we got some memorable soundtracks.
It's supposed to take place, what, 95?
Something like that. So, I mean, we could get... Well, I was just thinking, too, how many soundtracks we had that were, like, pretty iconic in the 90s. Like with the Judgment Night soundtrack and stuff like that.
Singles.
Boys in the Hood.
Singles, Boys in the Hood.
Menace to Society. Gangster's Paradise.
Have you seen the website for Captain Marvel?
No. Have you seen the website for Captain Marvel, Rick?
Have I seen the what?
The website for Captain Marvel?
I haven't, but I've heard that it's something to behold.
So... It's
supposed to be done in the old 90s style with like blue line links and things like that.
Yes, that is correct.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's the shit, dude.
Right? Isn't it 8-bit?
Yeah. Well, not 8-bit, but like it's very like you look at that like in 1995 you're like, oh, this is the shit. This is awesome. Because I can't believe they did that.
What did X say?
He said when you, in 1995 you would have been like, this is the shit.
Yeah.
Can't believe they could do that. I'm gonna bring that up right now. Actually, I've got my laptop. Right here.
It's gonna look like a GeoCities website.
Yeah.
I
actually probably Angel Fire was pre-GeoCities, right?
Yeah, I think so. The other trailer that dropped was, of course, for Toy Story 4. Again, I found it kind of odd that, and I guess they had announced it before the game that it was going to be after the game.
Yeah.
That it was actually going to drop after. Did you ever hear about that, Rick? That it was actually going to drop after the game?
I did not.
Yeah, I was talking about it. I was talking to Diggs actually. And I said something about it, and he's like, "No, they announced it on Twitter, I think, that the Toy Story 4 trailer would drop after the game was over." So I kind of thought it odd that we didn't see one during the game, and then because I don't care about either team, after the game was over, I kind of I went into the kitchen and was like, "Let me get round 2 of food." Wasn't even paying attention. And my mom was like, "Hey, the Toy Story 4 trailer." Well, hey, rewind it and get Matthew. So we did that. But yeah, no, I thought. What'd you think about this trailer? What'd you think, Rick? Xavier, did you watch it?
I did watch the trailer. It was good, but I'm like thinking Toy Story 3 wrapped up perfectly for me. It was a nice way to end the story. There's hope still, but I don't understand why they really need a 4 other than Disney wants a bunch of money.
They're toys. There's always something.
Other than Disney wants a bunch of money, so.
But it's still relevant. I mean,
yeah, it is still relevant. I mean, that's probably their most successful Pixar franchise ever.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just have the first movie and everybody's going to remember that one.
I got excited when I saw it. I thought it was really good.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, though. Ducky and Bunny Man are going to be amazing characters. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I got you what you say with that Toy Story 3 wrapped up pretty good, but the thing is the story of the toys isn't over. And everybody's saying that this is a tearjerker, man.
It seems like it would be.
That this is a tearjerker, so is this the end of the toys? Because you know what eventually happens to toys.
Yeah.
So I don't think Disney's going to go that sad, but, everybody's posting stuff saying, this is it, man. I cried today because it was over. So this really is supposed to be the final one. What do you think? What do you think, Rick?
Wow. It was funny. It's fun. I was kind of excited to have Bo Peep back. That's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah. Yeah, my son was super excited at that, too. And he was like, Bo Peep apparently is back. And he had this whole like theory going on already. He's watched it like 3-4 times and is watching theory stuff. That's what he likes to do.
She kind of looks like Rey.
She kind of looks like who?
Like Rey from Force Awakens.
I didn't even think about that. At first,
She's
I
got that kind of
I
outfit.
thought it was a different actress doing her voice because it didn't quite sound the same. But it is Annie Potts, so she
Cool.
did return.
Shout out to Ghostbusters.
She did return for the last hurrah, I guess.
She got her time off from Young Sheldon.
Show Young Sheldon. I don't watch that.
Annie Potts, yeah. She's his grandma.
Oh, really?
His Meemaw?
Yeah.
Hey,
Mima. Yeah, she's Mima.
What's the name of this site that Captain Marvel is on? Because I'm actually finding the actual Disney site, and I don't.
Yeah, I've tried.
Okay, I sent you a screenshot. It's
I saw that.
it's marvel.com/Captain Marvel. It looks like the original your
has
MySpace page.
Yeah, it has a counter on it and
Where
all
you
that.
have 20 million things going on and skull dividers and
/ Captain.
practically have the dancing hamster on here.
Wait, what'd you say? Was again Marvel.com/what?
/ Captain Marvel.
And I'm surprised it's not /
Oh
tilde.
yeah. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. I mean, your screenshot looked like it, but just being on here with this stuff's like, oh yeah.
It's dancing and everything. Oh heck yeah!
This looks like the ones we built when I was trying to clear my credential. I had to do that. I had to build a website. People were amazed that you could actually have like a little GIF of Darth Vader, and it actually, when you opened it, it actually said something. Because remember how you could play audio like as soon as you opened a website?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine said something like, "Don't be what's the technological."
Don't be so proud of this technological terror you've just constructed.
Yeah, that's what opened my website when you opened it. I gotta find that. I wonder if it's still there. I think it was on GeoCities. Huh.
I don't think that's up anymore, is it?
I don't know. Is GeoCities there?
I don't think GeoCities is.
Anyway. Hey, what's up with this new Batman film, man?
So they've decided that they're going to have a new Batman film in the continuity. They've just been green-lighted. It's from Green-lit. I don't know. I can't talk. I said delicious earlier. So anyway.
He said Jules Winfield was delicious. Wait, hold on. Just out of curiosity, what were you actually going to say?
I don't know. He looks good. He looks young.
Next week, Jules Winfield is on Extraordinary Eats.
That will be for the April
He
Fools.
looked delicious.
So anyway, this is more Batman as a Dark Knight. Like the Dark Knight detective. He's more of the
Is this
detective.
animated or is actually like...
No, this is actual live action film.
No,
live
this
action
is
film.
He's more of the detective, because he is the world's greatest detective.
Yeah.
So he's back to that. Brand new film. I don't know when it's going to take place. I don't know how good it's going to be. I think the Nolan trilogy was fantastic, and it's going to be hard to live up to that.
I still think other than Winter Soldier, Dark Knight is very hard to beat as far as comic book films.
Yeah.
You can't beat Dark Knight. Any names attached to this yet?
No, other than that, Ben Affleck is not attached to it. I mean, there is.
just
but
know that Batfleck is not part of it.
Yep.
What about Jason Hamm? Is that his name?
No, you're talking about John.
John Hamm.
Is it John Hamm, Rick? The guy
Yeah,
that was
he-
on a...
Mad Men?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had his name. He hinted at it a couple years ago.
He wants to do it. Somebody
Yeah.
asked him straight up, would
He
you do
should
it? And
do
he
it.
said, they haven't had any talks with me, but
He's the
I'd love
one
to
that
do
I
it.
think should do it.
Yeah.
Now, he's the one you should be calling delicious. I don't know about Jules Winfield.
I mean, shit, his last name's Ham.
Yeah.
Quite the ham.
That's with 2 M's. It's so delicious.
That's what the extra M stands for.
Oh, shit.
There's a Child's Play trailer that also dropped. Is that right, Xavier?
yes, that is correct.
What did you think about it? I saw it. I saw it online.
I didn't watch it, but you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, I've never even seen the original
I was
Child's Play
like,
movies.
I've
Eh.
seen like Bride of Chucky, but I've never been a huge fan.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's interesting
me neither.
because this one, the first thing they're doing is they're showing the manufacture of the doll in the trailer, and then as soon as the kid opens the doll, like it does like a retinal scan. So they're adding that kind of AI incorporation to it too. It seems like,
Gotta do
and
something.
that just makes
Yeah.
it even scarier.
Again, I've never seen any of them.
Yeah.
I just don't have an
I-
interest. But like little kids, even kids that like when I was teaching elementary school, they were scared of Chucky.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
brought it up for this. Is that's still a thing in like 4th, 5th graders? Is Chucky is scary?
Wonder why that is. I never understood it because I was never afraid of dolls though. I mean,
it's,
talking to a
it's
guy,
just a different thing.
we stocked all those porcelain dolls. Remember, Kmart would have
Yeah.
dozens of them, man. These creepy looking porcelain dolls that we would just put them up on
I mean,
on the shelf.
and you were
Looking at
scared
me.
of other things as a kid growing up.
Yeah, but
But like dolls never scared you.
dolls
or
never
clowns?
scared me. No, it was always
know.
I was scared. As weird as it sounds now, I was always scared of the masks at Halloween. I don't even remember this, by the way.
Yeah.
But I was always scared of the Halloween masks at Halloween. It was never dolls, never anything with that.
I know. I just like people tell me, "I'm scared of clowns." I go, "What the fuck you scared?"
Yeah, I
of
don't
clowns
never
for?"
understand that one either. I don't understand scared of clowns.
I go, yeah. There's a bunch of them. Like if there's like 100 of
Twisty.
them, it gets 100 of them get scared, like freaky because it like makes me uncomfortable. But like you could have 100 people like all Raider Nation probably freak me out too.
I don't know. When does that come out?
I forgot.
Well, if it's
I'm
dropping
curious.
this early, do you think it would be Halloween?
Yeah, no, it actually comes out this summer.
Oh, in the summer.
Because I said like I was watching. I said like, why is this being
I'd be
released in
curious to
October?
hear Ryan's take on that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
that's
to say
true.
that
That's true.
for another Skype call.
Yeah.
I wanted to get. I should have just had him get in on this.
Well, we can. He'd probably hear Xavier better than Rick.
Ouch.
Like, we have to clear with him next time, but we can. Now we know this works. Because it's Skype, you can have a whole group of
Yeah,
people.
you have a number of people in there.
on that. Time for a break?
Yeah, we'll take a break.
All right. Be back.
Catch a break.
Yep.
Well, here he comes down the street with his wingtips on his feet. Tommy gun at his side. Just one thing is on his mind. Gonna blow this bloke away. Do the deal now, you must pay. Lie to me and you will see your life pass before your eyes. In a pinstripe suit. Well, you can run, but you can't hide. He will give you suicide. Have some bitches, body some booze. Enjoy the life that you will lose. Be glad to give you what you earn. Right or wrong, you'll surely burn. What else did you expect when you play with fire? Whoa! Have you read the news today? In his hot suit, he got his way. Did the job he had to do. Seems that's the end of you. Your mistake, no one to blame. You lost it all just short of fame. And so they buried you in a pinstripe suit. In a pinstripe suit.
I don't know what we're drinking.
All right. So for today's beer share, we're having Ballast Point's Victory at Sea.
All right. Ballast Point, Victory at Sea. Unfortunately, one of us can't drink today because, well, number one, he's not here. Number two, he's on antibiotics.
That's never
Always
stopped me.
fun.
This is an awesome beer. I love this beer.
I don't think I've ever had this one. The label
This is an
looks really-
Imperial Porter with coffee and vanilla.
Coffee and vanilla.
Where's it from?
Ballast Point.
Ballast Point, Victory at Sea.
Okay.
I had this almost a year ago today. Yeah, almost a year ago because it was the last thank you. The last hair convention that was in Long Beach, and we went after. It was good. We went to Ballast Point for lunch, and I happened to just drink nothing but this.
It is good. It's pretty dark if I remember right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's Imperial
Yeah.
Porter.
Can I see the bottle?
The logo looks freaking awesome.
Oh, yeah. The logo is amazing.
I actually bought a shirt.
Hey, now we've got one at Downtown Disney now. I forgot about
Yes.
that. Bell Point.
That is true.
Yeah,
Have-
we're gonna take a visit.
nobody's walked by. Has anybody walked by?
You know what? I have. It's been a couple weeks since I've been to Disney, only because of the rain.
Mhm.
Like the rain has kind of messed up my schedule. I hung out with Diggs and Michael and Jose and my brother
Delicious.
a couple weeks ago, but it was at night.
Mm.
They didn't even think about that.
So,
We'll have to try to get out.
Cheers,
Oh,
gentlemen.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
If you're looking for a good,
Two, yeah.
go ahead.
We said cheers. Take a sip. Go ahead, Rick.
I was saying, if you're looking for a good breakfast cocktail, get the Ballast Point pineapple sculpt and add a little orange juice.
Oh yeah. Oh, add orange juice.
Make
to
a
it?
beer mosa.
Oh
It's pretty
shit,
quality.
That's pretty good. Go ahead, X.
So let me describe this. A big porter crafted to weather any storm. Our Ballast Point Victory at Sea Imperial Porter is a bold, smooth brew with just the right amount of sweetness. We infuse this robust porter with vanilla and San Diego's own Cafe Calabrare coffee beans. This subtle roast and notes with minimal acidity of the cold brew coffee balance perfectly with the sweet caramel undertones of the malt, creating a winning combination on your palate.
Awesome, fantastic,
It is quite good.
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I like it. I can
That's
get
good, but-
smashed on this.
That sounds good. If I remember it right, it was a really good beer.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have gone with any of the extraordinary eats this month, though.
No, probably not.
No.
Yeah.
It's got a. I can have something sweet with this beer. That's kind of like.
It's like a Guinness. It's just
Yeah.
to me, it's like
No,
not like a Guinness, but it's like that. There's only so much you can do with it.
Hey, so Rick,
It's Imperial Porter.
what makes a porter, Rick? Like, what do you consider to be a porter?
What makes a porter? It's
Yeah.
usually dark, and it usually has some coffee infusion to it.
Anything to add to that, X?
Porters and stouts are very hard to distinguish between. I've talked to Matt about them. He's like, I have a hard time just telling the difference. So you're just going to get a darker beer, lots of flavor, lots of malty notes from the roast. Yeah, from the roasted barley. They're good. I consider more something that you're going to drink after a meal now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you probably had them like with the meal, but and it's a very old style of beer. It's not something that just come up recently. Like not Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, in honor of President's Day, brewed a porter.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
So
And
go ahead, Rick.
I was going to say that roastiness that he's talking about is usually pretty complemented well by like a smoke or chocolate or coffee or something like that.
Yeah, something sweet. That's
Yeah.
definitely what I taste with this. And again, I've known many times here I'm not a big fan of stouts, but all these porters that we've had, or those like breakfast stouts that we've had, have been like really good.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely impressed, and I genuinely like coming and doing a beer share.
Something new.
Yeah.
So it's always something.
Yeah,
new.
it always
I'm
just
the same
something.
way.
And
I'm the
last
same
time,
way.
actually, I posted the pictures that we got. One of my friends at work hit me up and was like, "Where did you get that?" Because it sounds really interesting. So I sent him over to the great La Bodega. Had to go
Always.
pick it up. Yeah, and I think it was the Belgian Beaver. The one from
yeah.
the last
Yeah.
episode was
Yeah,
he was
Belgian
like, "Where did you
Beaver.
get that, dude? It sounds really interesting." And I was like, "Oh, we got it at La Bodega."
La Bodega, I just had like what they call like a rare beer sale. So they had like what they call whales. People go after like rare beers.
Uh-huh.
Like they had them line up like at 8 o'clock in the morning to like look for like all the rare stuff they have.
Let's get to it, and so we can wrap it up. So you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
gotta get going. Hey, Rick, Weezer, being the Weezer fan, what's up?
Oh man, they dropped that surprise Teal album this month or at the end of last month. It was pretty mediocre.
Really?
It was,
Sounds
Really?
like easier to me.
but you know what? They're so hit or miss lately. But they've been on that big wave because everybody loves Africa,
Yeah, which made him a ton of money, so I'm sure they're not hurting.
and I was not a major fan. I've never been a fan of the original version.
How many times have I said "fuck Toto" on this podcast?
Ever since they released that song.
you've said you've complained about America, and then you're saying not the country, the band.
Yes, that's right. If nobody gets it, that's a Married with Children joke.
Yeah,
What was the actual line? He says like something like "America sucks" or something.
I hate America. Or
I
something.
hate America, not the country, the rock group. That's what he said.
The guy who created
The couch, yeah.
Yeah.
But so mediocre album from
You know what? It's a complete cover album. It's 60s through 80s, 90s covers. It's got Everybody Wants to Rule the World. It's
yeah. How was
got,
that? That actually, I thought that might actually end up kind of being good. No,
You know what? Nothing was bad,
just not stand out.
but I didn't think anything was amazing.
Yeah, because I saw Paranoid was on there too.
Yeah, and it was okay. Everything was okay. I honestly think the best song on it was Take On Me.
By Aha.
Yeah, by Aha. But people are going crazy for the cover of No Scrubs.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that because I pulled it up right now, and I'm actually looking at the track listing. How did that turn out?
It came out okay. Rivers has done a few hip hop esque songs before, so he can pull it off. But again, it's I didn't think it was anything amazing. I think it was them trying to kind of cash in on the hey, we did the cool cover and everybody digs it trend.
Yeah,
And more and more, I feel like Rivers Cuomo is becoming Poochie from The Simpsons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just, you guys, you remember Poochie. Poochie was supposed to be the ultimate cool guy, and he did everything. He was a surfer. He was a skater.
Oh, now I remember who it is. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, he was the totally in-your-face guy.
Yeah.
That was so in-your-face that it sucked.
See, I was thinking about the No Scrubs cover because I was remembering, you know who Dynamite Hack is?
No, I don't.
Dynamite Hack did that shit cover of Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
But that shit sucks. So I was thinking like, oh man, it could either be kind of cool if you did that, or it could be Dynamite Hack, who are a bunch of fucking hacks.
If you want some fun covers, go listen to the Dan Band.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that
We
one.
actually do at the shop.
So, yeah, you know what? I think it was playing in the day when I went, which I'll be in there this week too, by the way. Like I think I already told you. Okay, so another thing going on is Sabroso Fest.
Yes, with the return of Black Flag.
Okay, so it says Black Flag. Let's make this clear. It says Black Flag and not Flag. So we're getting the Greg Ginn version.
Yeah, I remember I asked you about this. I go, which band is this?
No, it says Black Flag. The only person that has the rights to the name Black Flag is Greg Ginn. So that's who it's gonna. Actually, I think it's pronounced Greg Ginn. But anyway,
I'll take some of that.
I'm gonna pass. Because I'm not that shit we saw 2013, 2014, whatever it was piss fucking poor. You didn't
It was
go.
rough.
I went.
Oh, you went?
I saw the videos online.
Oh my fucking god!
It was rough.
It was
Man.
ridiculous.
I was really close to buying tickets, so not for Black Flag, but for the Descendants.
Yeah, I thought about that too. When is the date again? Actually, I might go for that and just fuck Black Flag.
It's the first weekend of April.
First weekend of April. I'm gonna check my calendar. While
It's like the 7th, 6th or the 7th, 5th, and 6th, something like that.
No,
It's
in my luck,
6th
that's
and
the
the-
tournament week.
I looked at it and I'm like, But then I was, Alicia wanted to go. We were thinking about doing the VIP, and the VIP was way too much.
Oh yeah. You got to watch out for that kind of shit.
Yeah.
The rest of the lineup looked pretty good. I'm not concerned with the Black Flag thing, man, because it is that they are gonna suck. I'm not aware of any new singer they have other than the guy from that Good For You band who opened for Black Flag that night. So if it's that, you're just not gonna expect much. But you know what? Every Black Flag, like honestly, all the original 7 inches before Henry are gold. They're killer. Damaged is killer, and then everything after that is kind of hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your stuff that's, loose nut, and then you've got the process of weeding out, which most of it is just jazzy stuff and Henry spoken word. So, after Damage, it really is like just kind of hit or miss.
Now, Dan, you've seen most of the incarnations of Black Flag. You saw Henry doing his own band, doing the Rollins band, doing Black Flag songs.
Yeah.
All of us did.
You've seen Off.
Yep.
You've seen Robo and Keith Morris.
Yeah.
You've seen Henry and some other guys singing more stuff.
Yeah.
Mike Valley.
So you've
Didn't
seen
we
most.
see Rollins do a
his name.
Black Flag set with the Rise Above stuff too?
I sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've seen Black Flag. What is your favorite of all these that you've seen?
Flag. I saw the first appearance of Flag. I saw their very first show. It wasn't planned. The very first Flag show with Keith Morris and Bill Stevenson and Chuck Dukowski and Steven Egerton filling in on guitar was not something that was planned. They practiced 4 songs to go out there and surprise the crowd at the Golden Voice 30th anniversary, and the crowd just wanted more. It was on fire. Crowd wanted more, and Keith Morris actually came out and said, "Guys, we're sorry. We only actually practiced 4 songs. That's all we can do. Like we'd play more if we could, but we can't." Yeah, so that's been my favorite of those versions of the bands. I saw Black Flag. It was shit. Henry's stuff was good, but as far as intensity, that was Flag all the way. If you've ever seen that. Off has a lot of intensity. If you've never seen Off, there's something to behold. And Off is very much in the vein of the original Black Flag, where every song is like less than 2 minutes long. So those albums are actually really, really good.
I was so excited when those albums first came out.
Yeah, they're good. If you haven't heard them, they're pretty good. All right, well, a couple weeks ago, I went to go see NXT. Poor Rick there had to bail on me. So
Who ended up going with you?
my daughter.
Oh, nice.
My daughter ended up going to me. I've taken her to go see wrestling before, and she's into the drama of it all.
Mm-hmm.
So she had a good time. She actually, she doesn't know who anybody really is, but, had the ticket. Let's go. kind of a dad-daughter thing.
Should have had you take Ruby. She would have been all into it.
Yeah.
TC.
It was really good though. I mean, it was the day before Takeover, and Rick will get a kick out of this. The Matt Riddle match versus Cassius Ohno was pretty much it was the same thing. It was the same match. You saw a lot of the same spots. When I watched Takeover the next day, I was like, let me see these spots, and I totally was. I was like, oh.
So it totally had that MMA ending stuff.
Yeah. A couple of quick highlights because I know we've got bigger news to get into as far as that. Lots of SCU chants, Rick, the whole night.
Nice.
SCU was all about it. Ciampa came out and cut a promo. We saw Tyler Gargano versus Tyler Bate. Big strong boy chants were going on. That was funny. Rick should get that reference. That was a good match. Candice LeRae came out, hometown girl, with Kairi and Io Shirai, and they took on the Four Horsewomen. For the end, Bianca Belair came out to kind of distract Shayna Baszler because they were going to wrestle the next night. Never came actually down to the ring. Just kind of was like, threw you off, and she got pinned. Kona Reeves took on Dominik Dijakovic. That's a dude to watch. I don't know if he's been on NXT, but Dominik Dijakovic is going to be a dude to watch. He was
in Ring of Honor.
Oh, was he?
Wasn't he? Wasn't he Dominik Dijak?
Maybe. Oh, yeah. That's a dude to watch. He's going to be really good. The War Raiders and Ricochet took on the Undisputed Era, which was a really good match. I always got the crowd going. Oh no, cut a heel promo and then took on Riddle. The Street Profits took on the Forgotten Sons. That was actually a good match. Street Profits were over. The Forgotten Sons came off looking pretty good. And then in the main event, we had Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream, with Dream getting the W. And he cut a little promo to kind of end the night totally as a face. So I don't want to give spoilers, but there's something big coming up on NXT TV as far as Velveteen Dream, so we'll see kind of what happens there. But good night. But the biggest news... Oh, go ahead, Rick.
I've read about that. It looked very confusing from what I've read.
Yeah, we'll see kind of what happens. I don't think it's aired yet. I'm a couple weeks behind on NXT. So
I think it airs next week.
Okay, we'll kind of see what happens. Well, we got bigger news. Let's try to keep it a little bit short, but you want to announce it, Rick?
Oh, All Elite second show. They had their next big press conference. Big names added, including Kenny Omega and the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah. So Kenny Omega is now officially with AEW. He kind of knew it. He knew it from way back. Heard it's a 4-year contract that he has with them, and he's an executive vice president.
Oh, wow.
So he has some say what's going on.
I heard he still can have a relationship with New Japan too.
Yeah, I heard that too. Because he's not locked into anything there. Actually, that's going to be kind of interesting to see because the Lucha Brothers kind of have the same thing. I've been hearing different tales. The fact that they could. Well, no, AEW announced a partnership with AAA. So you're going to see people wrestling there, but the Lucha Brothers are still working with Impact as well. And they're still signed to Lucha Underground.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they just won the tag team championships in Impact.
I missed that one.
I just read that All Elite's trying to work with multiple organizations.
They announced that at some of the show. Yeah.
Major crossovers.
It makes money for them, man, and it gives them more talent. Works for everybody.
You'll think they'll ever bring the NWA title to All Elite?
Maybe. Only because not exclusively. I think what Billy Corgan has going with Nick Aldis and going to different promotions, it only helps everybody. So actually coming up, Nick Aldis' next match, he's going to do against the villain, Marty Scurll. That's coming up too. So no, not exclusive, but you may see some time to time on an AEW show like they did with All In.
Yeah.
It'll be something like that. Double or Nothing. Tickets are going to go on sale as we speak tomorrow.
Now, somebody told me that the website crashed when everybody was like...
Well, what it was you could sign up for a pre-registration code, for a pre-sale code, and the website crashed, and I said, don't worry, you guys have until today, actually, to do that.
Now, did you sign up?
No, I didn't. I contemplated it, and I thought, that's kind of a busy time at work.
Where and when?
Las Vegas, remember?
Oh, so
I read about
I wasn't sure if it was going to be in Chicago.
Go ahead, Rick.
I read about that. They said to pre-register for the codes.
Yeah.
14,000 people registered for a pre-sale code.
Shit.
Oh, yeah?
The arena holds 14,000 people.
See?
It's going to sell out.
Well, they don't do all that in pre-sales. Like they limit the pre-sales to a certain number.
Gotcha.
That's why when you're part of like the Despair faction and all that shit, like, or you just get a pre-sale code for a credit card or something, it's never the whole arena. It's only a certain percentage.
X amount of tickets.
Yeah, X amount of tickets. Yeah,
that's right.
So I didn't hear that. That's actually like, this thing's gonna sell out, dude. Again, it's gonna be just something big. It's again, we've talked about this before. It's not going to take over WWE, but it's gonna definitely be an alternative.
Yeah, like I was talking to somebody at work, and he says like people don't realize how hungry they are for something besides WWE. WWE is a great product, but it's not what everybody wants. Some people want something different. You want a variety.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that Impact isn't doing it for a lot of people anymore. You know, people are like, this sucks.
Impact is getting better. You watch Impact, Rick? What do you think of Impact?
Oh, I watch Impact regularly. The in-ring action is great. You know, the talent exchange they have now, it's more loose. It's more like a National Wrestling Alliance where anybody can kind of come in and they have their regulars and they have their champion, Johnny Impact and things like that. It's like anywhere else. People can come in and they can work a few matches when they're local, and then they move to a different area and different people work. You had they were just in Mexico, so they were doing AAA stuff. In a couple of weeks, they're going to be in Vegas, so you'll see some future stars of wrestling stuff. You'll see like Ruby Reyes, and you'll see some of the Vegas talent. Chris Bay will probably end up being there.
Disco Inferno?
Yeah, probably.
No, he's there. He's going to be there. Don Callis was on Conan's podcast and offered him a spot to be there.
Yeah, he was on back in November when they were back in November.
On the Thanksgiving episode of Impact, mind you, this happened Thanksgiving Day.
Mm-hmm.
The highest rated segment was the one with Disco Inferno.
Jesus Christ.
You're kidding me.
He drew ratings.
Wow.
And then
Good for him.
then Kiko Taro was in that match too. Oh, I love Kiko Taro.
That dude with you know what I'm talking about with the mask?
No.
Oh, I'll show you later. Kiko Taro's funny. Yeah.
He's classic.
All kinds of stuff going on. All Elite is definitely something to watch. Man, all that talent that they're signing, they're spending money.
Yeah, they are. Well, because they have that investor.
Big money.
They have a big investor.
They
behind
have
them.
big money behind it.
And the big money wants to make this work.
That's good.
Yeah.
So real quick before we move on to the next thing, baseball, because baseball season's coming up. Rumored and confirmed matches. We got a couple of different ones. It's confirmed that Pac is going to take on Hangman Page. Rick, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, Pac and Hangman Page. It looks like Jericho Omega 2 is going to be something that we hear about soon.
That's speculation.
Speculation. Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks.
That's still speculative, right?
Still speculative. And then the other one that's confirmed is SCU versus the Chinese guys. Who
Yeah.
I think are... No, I don't even know that they named them. Like they came... Because they're working with the Chinese... China doesn't have a lot of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So there's only like one organization in China. And so SCU said, you find your three best guys and you take on SCU. So that's going to be confirmed. And I can't remember the ladies, dude. Kylie Ray, and I can't remember who she was taking on.
Yeah.
Can't remember off the top of my head either.
Yeah, so there's it's definitely shaping up to be something good. You're gonna have some star power in that name. Starcast is set to get announced too, so you're gonna see that wrestling podcasting that I was telling you guys about. So it should be kind of big.
Sting is confirmed to be there.
Sting is confirmed to be at Starcast. Yeah, he is confirmed to be at Starcast. So that's something kind of new. Anything else on that front before we move into baseball?
No, I think we're good.
All right, to Xavier.
Baseball is coming up, so pitchers and catchers report this week. For me, it's still kind of early to make a prediction of who's going to win the World Series or even get to the World Series. I will say this right away, though. Dodgers will make the playoffs. I do not think they're going to advance past the second round of the playoffs just because they made a lot of personnel changes. It's a wait and see. And
You guys made a lot of changes in the lineup.
Yeah. And it's like I said, I go.
Some that were, I'm sorry to interrupt, some were that unexpected.
I like who? Like Puy, I knew he was going to go because like he's just not, his heart's not in it.
Well, yeah, but then you knew Manny was going to go too.
Yeah, he was just there for like let's get us a World Series type guy, like Teixeira was with the Angels a couple years ago.
Yeah, we'll see how we're gonna do. We got a new manager coming in this season, so we'll kind of see.
So it's a rebuilding year, basically.
It's a rebuilding year. You know, I actually have something exciting to announce. I just bought group tickets to take the students.
For what day?
Angels Dodgers, baby.
Angels Dodgers.
I'm going to Angels
Very
Dodgers
nice.
game.
Okay, nice.
It happens to be on my spring break. The Monday I go on spring
Wow.
break, got Angels Dodgers tickets. So
I'll take-
it is
I'll
the
take a pair of
second
those.
game. It is the second game once the season. It's still kind of preseason, but you know how they officially come back to Anaheim from Arizona. The first game is on a Sunday, and then the Monday night game is the first game. It's the first night game at home. I was able to get tickets for that day.
So it's their home game preseason. Like they're not playing in Arizona, right?
Right, that's I'm playing in Arizona.
By chance, did you happen to see the Star Wars night one?
I did see the Star Wars night one. It is. Did you see that it was a Wookiee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rally monkey like a Wookiee.
Yeah, that's. I think we want to go to that game.
Yeah, I do too. That game is in. Is it in May?
I think it's in May.
I think it's in May.
They are
It's
usually
right
in May.
before the actual Star Wars movie premiere day.
So
It's like end of May.
It's like a build up.
Oh yeah, towards the end of May. Oh, I was like, was Star Wars movie coming out in May? No, that's December.
No,
Okay, I got you now.
Yeah,
Originally.
sorry.
Yeah, the original Star Wars release date
Yeah.
in May. So I don't know. It's a rebuilding year for us. So we'll see what's up, and just kind of take it from there. I know a lot of trades have been going on recently, as far as some big name players. We still haven't seen where Manny's going to go. reportedly the Yankees threw out a ridiculous number.
And they got that money, so they.
Yeah, no, I wasn't worried about that. I'm tired of them and the Red Sox, man.
You and me both.
Yeah, let's see what goes on for that. I don't think we're gonna see the Sox go. We'll see, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I think in the Yankees, maybe American League.
I think it's gonna be a very different year for baseball because especially with our two teams rebuilding. I don't know. We'll see. It should be interesting though. I'm gonna try to keep up as much as I can. Try to get to a few games like normal. My dad was actually talking about buying some like a 10-game pack or something to doing that. So I might do that with him.
That'd be a good way to go.
Yeah, just to do something. Kind of like I said though, I'm super excited because this is the first time we ever get to take students to actually go see Angels Dodgers. That's gonna sell out like really fast. I got a good deal on the tickets, and when I called to order them, I asked the guy what the price was, and he's like, well, where we normally sit, he's like, I can get you them for 15 right now. He's like, and he's like, that number's gonna go up the longer you wait because the demand for that game, the price is gonna get higher.
Sure, yeah, of course.
So I was able to take care of all my paperwork to deal with it right away, so I can get them for $15 a shot. Out in the right field pavilion, so where we normally sit, which is a good view, right?
No good seats.
Yeah, I prefer right field pavilion over like in like the All-Star view, only because you can see the entire field and you're closer. You're just closer. It would have been like even if you get tickets right now at a group rate in the Trout Farm, they're like $22. Yeah. So if you're gonna get some tickets to the Angels Dodgers game, get them now. Yeah. Get them now because it's only gonna go up as the game gets closer.
Now, where does that coincide with the paint bucket?
With the what?
With the paint bucket. The
Paint
Sherman
bucket.
Williams paint bucket, like the seats, like where?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what section that's at.
That's like right next to where the flagpoles are.
Oh, okay. Right field pavilion where we normally sit is in front of the beer garden.
In front of the beer garden.
Yeah, in front of the beer garden.
Just be opposite corner.
Yeah, you're on the opposite corner because the flagpoles are right in the middle of like center field out there. Where
so
they let
just
off the
right.
Is
fireworks.
that the all-you-can-eat section?
There's no all-you-can-eat section there. That's
That's
Dodger Stadium.
God, if they did, I'd be there all the time.
That's the one where they hand out hot dogs at the end of the game.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, any other thing coming up with sports stuff? There's not really much going on right now because with Super Bowl's over, football season's ended. I'm not a basketball fan. You got Lakers news? Anything?
Whatchamacallit, LeBron's back. They just made they were trying to do some trades. They're trying to trade a lot away, but they smashed that. Offhand, I don't remember the guy's name they picked up. So I'm just bad with all this kind of stuff. I have too many other things going on in my head to keep track of everything.
I don't even know how they're doing. How are they doing?
They're hit and miss. They win. They'll win like 4 in a row, and then they'll like drop one to like a scrub team that's even worse than they are. So
what's the name of that other federation we were talking about?
Which
Big Baller Brand?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
still
the
up there?
brand. Yeah. Dude, they make Lonzo Ball cover up his Big Baller tattoo.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Dude, they made who J.R. Smith has the Supreme logo. They made him cover it too.
Wow, that's fun. Did you guys see that? You know what Big 3 is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ice Cube.
Okay, Ice Cube. Did you see the commercial they did that parodies Friday?
Uh-uh.
Oh, we'll have to find it and show you guys. There's a commercial that they put out parodied Friday that said Big 3 is coming to ESPN.
Oh wow.
So yeah, Big 3 is gonna be on ESPN, and then it parodies Friday. It's Day Day and Craig in the kitchen watching basketball and what's his dad's name?
John.
It's John Witherspoon, but
the dad. Yeah.
The dad comes in and it's a kind of a rehash of the scene. Like every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen watching basketball. You know, it's pretty funny, dude. I have to show you guys.
That'd be rad.
All right, anything else? Rick, Extraordinary Eats, Rick.
Extraordinary Eats. Extraordinary Eats is the Instagram post where we're talking about local food joints. Good stuff. We went to Pho Star Bowl, which is over by the Tyler Mall.
Okay.
Perfect day to go, man. It was cold and rainy.
Really? What'd you guys have there?
We had I had a chicken pho, just classic chicken pho, really well done, nice and clean, very hot and fresh. Alicia had a rice noodle bowl, and it came with shrimp and brisket. The brisket was well done, but it was very, very tender, so it was amazing. And then they do some great pork egg rolls. It's always busy, man. They're closed on Wednesdays, so we were there on a Tuesday. We were there for about an hour, and people kept coming in and coming in and coming in. It's a very popular joint.
Well,
very, very tasty and reasonable, man. I think we paid for the 2 plates and the appetizer. We paid something close to like $28, $30.
Yeah, I was surprised. I've recently tried pho for the first time, and I was surprised as to how
I've never had it.
It's good.
Yeah, everybody says it's really good.
Yeah, it's good. It's worth trying.
It's perfect, man. I mean, you always start with the chicken if you've never done it, and then you can brave on to any other meats. You know, it's all there in the menu, so it's easy to do.
Shit, I think we did
But,
like filet mignon.
You know, you add your sauces and just get the spice going, man. It clears those sinuses right up. I haven't had a chance to go. I should go right now to get this out of my system.
I did that with some tacos in Olvera Street yesterday, man.
Oh man,
I took the chile. I even picked it up on a spoon and kind of smelled it, so I could see like how hot is this?
Yeah.
And it just. It was one of those. I got to pull my handkerchief out of my pocket and blow my nose in the middle of my meal. Kind of chile. It was. That would definitely work for you, Rick.
Hey Dan, there's a taco truck that goes on the corner of Cajalco and Temesco right there 5 nights a week. Have you ever tried that?
You know, I've seen something there before, but I've actually personally never been to it. And every time I drive, by the time I get there, you got to remember when I go into work at about 9:30 in the morning. I'm usually between 9:30 9:45. Sometimes just right at 10, all the way up until about 8:45. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't leave there till almost 9 o'clock.
That's about the time they're wrapping up, huh?
Yeah. By the time I drive by, there's nothing there.
Because it's supposed to be pretty darn good.
Damn.
They're on Instagram. They're called Taquero Mucho, which is a great Spanish pun.
Yeah.
It's I've seen it driving by like at other times. When I would really see it, I would see it when I would come back from the Tyler Mall location. I would cut over the bridge or cut over the expressway. Yeah. And as I'm coming down to go into Dos Lagos, it's right there. That's where I did originally see it.
Okay. I need to check. That's one of my goals to check out for the eats.
All right, that's going to do it for this month on the Extraordinary Culture Podcast. We have no clever title for you yet, but I'm sure we will.
Delicious.
Yeah,
delicious.
How could this not be called delicious? Yeah.
Damn you, X.
Episode 15,
it.
delicious. It works. Real quick, let's kind of keep it short, guys. What you guys got going on? Rick, go ahead and go first, bud.
I just got tickets to go see Rise Against in April.
Ooh.
So they're doing the Ghost Note Symphony, so it's going to be the acoustic show, too.
Oh,
That's
that'd
a
be cool.
fantastic album.
Yeah.
It is. I just bought it on vinyl.
Right on.
So that'll be fun.
So the shop has a new pomade in. They did a collaboration. Violent Gentleman did a collaboration with Suavecito Pomade.
Oh, I heard about that.
I saw that.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of? Remember the old... so Cock Grease used to make a water-soluble pomade. It was the only one that they made. Originally, when they started, it was just all oil-based. That smell that came from that was one of my favorite. I don't know. I just really liked the smell. It was a clean smell. Wasn't like some of these other ones out there. But I liked it. And it's supposed to be like a pine is what Violent Gentleman, that's what the way it's described. It smells just like this Cock Grease one. Personally, I like it. It's this Stronghold from Suavecito, so it's their same formula that they always use, which is good. It's a good holding pomade, but it has that smell of like that Cock Grease water soluble.
We'll check it out tomorrow when I'm in the shop, or Thursday when I'm in the shop.
It's good. So yeah, that's a new product that we have. That's the newest thing that we have in, but got to make an appointment. Man, fills up. It fills up quick.
Hey, it just did. See you Thursday.
Yeah, over the weekend, man, we were just turning away people. There really isn't anything we can do. Just unless you know somebody that's a barber that wants to come in, man. But yeah, no, make an appointment, and that's all we've got going on. Yeah. What about you, X?
I'll be going to WonderCon again. I'm not spending the weekend like I usually do. I'm just going to go for Saturday, so I'll just be walking around. I really don't want to spend any money, so I'll just be walking around checking it out. I'll just probably spend my money on food, and I got too much stuff. I got to sell it.
I didn't spend any money at Comic-Con. Not really. Anything else?
That's just about it, man.
Well, I'm on vacation this week. I'm going to be up in Lake Arrowhead playing in the snow next week because it's still been raining, so we're going to still have snow, and it's been kind of cold. Got to talk to you guys about when we're going to record next month because I'm getting ready to head up to Northern California again. I'll be doing the college tours up there, and then the week after that, I'll be on spring break. Concerts didn't get Interrupters tickets, man. That bad boy sold out.
Good for them.
So yeah, I'm still gonna get our Museum tickets. So
I still haven't gotten mine yet either.
Well, no, I was gonna buy them. I was gonna end up buying them both.
Oh,
so
okay,
I'll get them.
cool,
You can pay
cool.
me back for it. In fact, I get it this week. If you remember, just hit it up at the shop.
Yeah.
That's about it. Worked until then. Just kind of get the Valentine's Day and everything else out of the way.
Cool.
So that's going to do it for us. Thank you to our sponsors, Crown and Stash Barber Company, Chino Valley Brewing, and Made Shop Riverside. If you want to get a hold of us, you can email us at exocast@yahoo.com. We're on Instagram at exoculture. We're on Facebook as exocult, and on Twitter at exocultcast. Don't forget to listen to us on all of your favorite listening platforms: Podomatic, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. You can also ask your smart home device to play the Extraordinary Culture podcast. See you next time.
See ya.
All right. Bye.
Bye.